Hey train fans, welcome to Rockwall Canyon. It's the first run of 2025, and we've got a snow special. The railroad's been on a bit of a hiatus for the holidays, but today we have a very special move. We need to get some grain moved, and in order to do that, we have to clear the line and come back to Rockwall Canyon and collect our load and then make our delivery at St. Patrick's. And powering our train today, of course, is an ABBA set of Alco F units made by AristoCraft really a long time ago. These are probably one of the first runs of these FA-FB units. They have the original paint scheme and the acrylic grills on the sides. However, they have been modified, they've been lowered, and they have the newer style motor blocks. And of course, they're fully equipped with radio and battery power. One change that I made to them recently is I added these masks using my vinyl cutter to the acrylic side frames. Eventually you'll see a better angle of that. You can see the difference that's made in the appearance of those. The FA-FB units just have basically like a screen along the side to keep critters and things from getting in there. But they're largely wide open. I know on the EMD models there's more of a grill along the sides. So following the model of EMD and also the Canadian version of Alco, I think it's MLW, I've added what appears to be grills. You can see a pretty good angle of it right now. The three linear lines running across the screens, making the appearance of grills. It's something that I've been kind of battling with for a while. I've had FA models that I've actually replaced the acrylic panels with screens, and I never had them actually hold up well. You go to pick the engine up and your thumb goes right through the screen or something like that happens. The later models had etched brass panels in place to mimic the screens, and those are actually really durable and really look great, but they're unfortunately out of stock. AristoCraft's been out of business for a while. They had them for the A units for a while, but they never actually made replacement screens for the B units. And of course, I have two Bs in the set. I actually got to the point where I was getting ready to sell these, and I had them listed online for a while. But I decided to try one last time to see if I couldn't improve the look of those screens. And this is what I came up with. And so we'll see how it goes for a while. I'm going to keep running them, and hopefully that works out. All right, so now that we've made it around the layout, at least halfway, we're back here at Pont Rochot, and we're heading up the steepest part of the railroad. This is the heaviest grade. You can see the engine's struggling right now. The snow is actually really kind of wet. It's right around freezing, and the trouble I've been having is that the snow kept sort of accumulating on the wheels, particularly the snowplow car and one of the free-rolling FA units. The powered wheels are doing pretty well. They seem to stay clear of the snow, but the rails were getting a little bit icy too. So in places it was a little bit of a struggle, but with the three powered engines, they made their way up the hill pretty well while plowing the snow. Granted, it's a little less snow on the elevated sections than on the ground level, but they did really well. So I've been pretty happy with that. Now coming into the corner here, obviously that's a really tough push to get through there. But they eventually made it through, and unfortunately we got to the crossing here, and the piled up snow on the wheels of the snowplow just did not manage to get across the frogs of that crossing, and snowplow took a diversion. But no worries, we're back on track and back onto the Rockwall Canyon viaduct. Now once we get Rockwall Canyon all cleared out, we'll take our plow back down to Plimpton Quarry, and we will set it on the siding there. We'll shove it down as far as we can get it, and then head back to Rockwall Canyon to get to work. Alright, here we make our hitch at Rockwall Canyon to our very special grain load that we need to get back down to St. Patrick's to the interchange with the outside world. So now with the track clear, let's see what these engines can really do. Just kidding, only one car. But a special car nonetheless. This is our North Table Creek grain hopper car. I've been following Marty Kozad's railroading adventures over the years. Actually, right from the very beginning of my online presence in garden railroading, I came across his North Table Creek Railroad, which is spectacular. He's since expanded on to ride-on scale, and now he's getting back into some G-scale as well. So anyways, the reason for the very short train has less to do with these special grain move and more to do with the fact that the conditions were so poor that the wheels kept getting loaded up with ice. And even though this car had been out in the cold, it didn't matter. The wheels still caked up with ice. But I felt we needed to do something with the railroad. And instead of just clearing the line, we had to do it for some purpose. So this was our major goal today, was to get this one hopper car down to the interchange here at St. Patrick's. Here we are right now coming through the loop here at St. Patrick's. You can see the piled up snow. The wing plows worked nicely on our vintage wooden snowplow. Plenty of clearance even for this long freight car to make its way through. And as we get to the interchange point here at St. Patrick's, you'll notice that the line to the outside world has not been plowed. But no worries, our Alco F units have pilot plow, so it's more than capable enough to clear that track. We'll get a little speed here and we'll blast right through. Oddly enough, that first engine in the lead there is a dummy, so it's a little lighter than the other ones, but not a problem. It made its way right through the snow, and here they come back with the line cleared. And so now we're ready to come back down and collect that hopper car. You know, in doing these operations with these FA sets, the one thing I do want to change on these this year is swapping out the radio control system. These have a very old version of Airwire on board. The radio range and the current capacity is spectacular, but some of the fine tuning of movements is a little rough with these. I have an extra Airwire G3 board on hand that I may swap into these. It's not the most up-to-date version, but it does have the 10 amp capacity, and the motor controls are much better, much quieter. So now that we've dropped off our load at the St. Patrick's interchange, we're heading back light over the Bloomton Viaduct here, and we'll be heading back to Rockwall Canyon and calling it a day. Alright folks, hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'm Rocky Canyon Arrow, and that's how we do trains around here.